Most people are opening up Suno and typing "make me a rock song" and just accepting what Suno puts out as good. And that is why most AI songs sound generic or slop. That is why we built something called an artist Bible for your identity that you're making this music for. Now, if you want to learn about this, link down below, we have a PDF as well as a free GPT that you could use to brainstorm and help you do this, or check out a previous video where we go through the process of setting up to this point with our projects. So basically, this is just a quick rundown of everything Knox Creed and the message, the identity, the music, the story, what it's sounding like, the worldview, because we're building a world around this project. It's not just a faceless AI music channel. We're building a world around it, a purpose, a storyline, visuals. We're building the whole package because we're the creative directors, and this is our tool to not only make the music but the visuals and really just package it into a full world that people could, daydream about while they listen to the music and watch the animations and the cover arts and all that stuff. So we're not here to make the slop. We're here to literally be the creative directors and build a project that is our vision in our heads. So we have this artist Bible. That's step one. Now we are telling AI, hey, this is what we're building around. So already just that alone is going to help you get better song recommendations, Suno prompts, lyrics, just basically a better understanding of the type of music you're trying to make. And that is going to make your project sound more unique than just random things that AI rolls the dice and says, cool, this fits a style, spit it out. So if you're not using projects, definitely suggest you build a project around your thing so that way you could upload your sources and references. But we're going to brainstorm a new song right now. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to think for a little bit, kind of think of a theme and direction I want to go before I start this chat with. Okay, so after some brainstorming, I told it to reference the artist Bible as well as my song archive file, which is literally just the song title, the prompt we use to make that song, and the lyrics. So that way it kind of understands my final sign off, like here's the package for song one, and it's not getting lost in previous chats because it may not remember the right lyrics, or maybe we changed the prompt a couple times. So I always document it for every song and just put in a running file so it could just know everything and start to, see the themes that we're doing and not the themes of the internet that it's learning from. So we're going with Carry the Fire, and I basically I wanted it to be a sequel of the story. I wanted it to be a little more energy, a little more simple, as in like catchy, memorable, and easy to sing to, but still having that edge and darkness from the first one, where it's kind of like a good blend, So we're going to go with the title, Carry the Fire. And because of the way I have the artist Bible set up and everything, it knows my Suno music guide as well, which basically tells it how I want to, what I like when we send stuff to Suno, be like, okay, this is what's working. This is kind of like a template of a prompt. I want it to fit around this. So having all these rules about what you actually like and want for the project, it's going to help AI actually be an extension of your vision on this project because it has the truth to reference and not just guessing from the internet. So it already spit me out a prompt. We're going to go ahead and just test this as is to see where it puts us and if we need to make tweaks one way or another. Now, it did spit out lyrics. Usually I try to think of, after I get the title, try to think of a couple lines that I like and could be the center of the song. But for the purpose of this video, we're just going to go through this and then make changes from there to tweak it how we want in the end. So we're going to start with this prompt. We're going to start with these lyrics, and I'll read them once we get into Suno. But we're just going to copy this over to Suno. And just doing this alone is already going to get you away from that generic sound because, again, these prompts and these lyrics are what we're telling AI to follow and the sound of Knox. So it's not just pulling random things every time. So let's jump to Suno. Let's copy these lyrics. We're going to create, we're going to go to Knox's workspace. So you could see we went through a lot of songs to get to what we wanted and ended up with for song 1. And we go through and test prompts to find the style we want for Nox. So that way we have references to reference. And again, that helps. You're helping ChatGPT stay on track. And then sonically, like the complete package, you're helping Suno dial in on your sound as well. So we have the lyrics. We're going to put the style in now. Male voice. We don't want pop. Sometimes when you hear like a genre get mixed into your song, it just add it here and then regenerate it, and it'll kind of, take out what you don't want. So again, we're just going to start with what it had. We're going to open up voices. I don't think I made one for Nox yet. So we're going to go back to the one we like, this one. And then we're going to do remix, cover, keep current. So we're going to keep our same lyrics and same style prompt. We're just referencing this song. So it's like, hey, this is our sound of Nox. And the reason why I use this prompt, I mean, I could use the song before, but I don't want it to be too close to the song we just released. I want it kind of regenerated off of the original sound. We're like, okay, this song, it's not good enough to release, but it's all there. The tone of voice, the instruments, the energy level. So I usually just build off of my last liked one. Or if I want to go a different direction, I put tags in these prompts so I could kind of know which way to lean more towards. Now down here, weirdness, I keep on the low end. I don't want anything too experimental or weird. I'm not like sampling these stems or anything. So I want it to be more, like it says, on the safe zone for a complete song. Not so much sampling and taking stems and that stuff. Style influence, we're going to go up towards strong. I usually start pretty strong up to like 90 just to really get a test for this style prompt and if we need to make changes to this. And then audio influence, put around 40%. I don't want it to be too close to this, but I do want a lot of inspiration coming from that. So this one is Catch the Fire, I believe. Yeah. Oh no, Carry the Fire. Catch the Fire. Nox would be some firebender or something if he was catching fire. Okay, Carry the Fire. Let's start with that. See how it goes. And usually I add the number in front of it just so it's easy for me to kind of quickly go through. Messed up on this one, but good thing is you could edit it while it's generating. Okay, so let's give these a lesson real quick. I carry the fire. That part is cool. Just that little piece right there. So not sold on this yet. We're still waiting for it to generate. But I do like that guitar sound, so I might remix this and then start going from there. But let's listen to this one and see if there's any cool parts in this one. From the blackout with smoke inside of me, like scripture, everyone beware. I won't let it die. Okay, so I'm gonna go with this one. I just like the guitar riffs here, but I'm gonna scan through the lyrics, make a little bit of changes, and then we're gonna remix this. So we're gonna go cover. And now that's our reference. So we're going to put the audio influence up a lot higher. And then I'm going to go through the lyrics. Okay, so I listened to it all the way through while listening to the lyrics and reading them through it, and we're just gonna keep it. It didn't work any other way, so I like it. That way I could click like, collapses all the good stuff, and helps me kind of keep this workspace clean. So depending on your music level of mixing, mastering, producing, and all that stuff is going to be dependent on how you download this. You can download the wave and just upload it. I don't recommend it, and if you do that, pay for the AI mastering because it'll help take Suno's kind of generic, wide, mushy, blending sound. I don't know how to explain it. It's just kind of washed out, and it'll help it become more defined. And for the most part, it sounds good. But I use Ableton. I know how to produce, and I know how to mix and master. So there's a few ways I could do it. For the most part, I was doing the vocals and the instrumental, and then treating them separately, and then mastering them together. But I've been messing around with Suno's new split, and it works pretty good. So this is how I do it. I do extract first, because then I know the stems that Suno hears in the song. So then I could go to the advanced split and then start to pull out those stems, and it'll regenerate those stems. So they're going to sound better than just the split. So definitely, if you're going to take this more seriously and want a good sound and more control, you're going to want to do that method for the highest quality of producing. And you could hear it in the music too. If you look up Ava Graves versus Cog is 50-50. It's me sampling AI and then putting real drums on top, and then rearranging, chopping, and editing, and sometimes adding new sounds to make instrumentals. You could hear that music is more punchy and full. You know, I have more control. If you listen to Ada Graves, it's the instrumental and the vocals, and then I put them together. Some parts are not perfect, and now going into the future, now that this is a thing, I'll be redoing the stems and then mixing and mastering and producing the song that way, and it'll give me more control and just a better sounding final product. That, again, I'm the creative director. I want it to sound good. I'm not just prompting, putting it out, prompting, putting it out, prompting, putting it out, and just spamming random songs. Every song is curated and has thought put into it. It seems like it was just copy, prompt, and lyrics, but did all the groundwork. I did all the training, so it knows what we need to produce. So we have lead vocal, backing, drums, bass, guitar, synth, and other. So we're just gonna go one by one, because when I do one by one, it gives me better results. When you start to do like all 10 at once, it starts getting weird. So backing vocals, not sure we need it. I think we could just process that to do what that is. So we're gonna skip that. We're gonna go to drums now. Bass, guitar, and then the last one, synth, and then other is probably effects. We can't do other. I wish there was like a catch-all, like export rest not from stems, but that's not an option. What was it? Synths? Yeah, synths. So now instead of having a low vocal and all these in one piece, I could treat these individually, and it's gonna make producing the final product much, much better. And the stems also sound much better as is versus taking it this way. So we have all this. I just wanted to check the synths, make sure they were. So something, we're gonna listen to this and see what it's if there's anything missing that we need to worry about. So it's just noise. So this is like the only thing I'd really use from this. Maybe that vocal chant. Anyways, that is how you make the song. From here, I'm bouncing these stems, putting them into Ableton, doing the final mix and master, and that is going to give you a much higher quality end goal and product that has been curated through each step. Again, versus just prompting, uploading, creating more AI slop music that doesn't really have a purpose of the song. Like, there's purpose, there's a theme, there's a world. The lyrics play into the world, tell the storyline that Knox Creed's been going through. So it's a full package of an entertainment experience that we are creating because we are the creative directors and we're using these tools. And again, the better you know music and can produce and manipulate audio, again, the better your song's going to be. If you don't have any experience and you're trying to just write it and release it, the sound quality's not there and people are going to pick it up. Not everyone. So you might get away, might be a really good song and people just love it anyways. But you should want to do your best that you can, and doing the advanced split stems and going from there has been giving me the best results sounding wise, because even when it's an instrumental and vocal, you can only save it so much. If you start with the unbalanced instrumental and you're trying to balance it fully, you can't do too much. So now with these advanced split stems, they actually sound good. There's less artifacts in them versus the auto split, but you still got to clean them up and process them. So if you learned something from this and you want to learn more and have access to the GPT and the PDF and start brainstorming and creating your artist story and world, link down below. Get the PDF, get the link to the chat GPT model that I built that will help you go through the whole thing and build an artist profile MD for you. So that way you could start to have your AI targeted and focused on what the project is, sounds, and looks like, and give a more consistent creation and world through all the work you do while using AI. Hit that thumbs up if you learned something. If you have any questions, comment down below. Subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.